Let's take a journey somewhere far, you and I, let's get out this place. A one-way ticket to the stars, follow our hearts, girl, without a trace. Cause we got something rare, nobody else could care. Just say the word and I will meet you there. I'll take you anywhere, hold your hand if you're scared. Cause baby, you know we're the perfect pair. And I won't give up, cause I need you here. I just want your love, I wanna keep you near. So take my hand and I'll guide the way. Just trust your heart, let it take you away, take you away. Take you away. We're gonna make it, we're gonna make it, I swear. Oh, I'll never break it, I'll never break this love we share. No, and I won't give up, cause I need you here. I just want your love, I wanna keep you near. So take my hand and I'll guide the way. Just trust your heart, let it take you away, take you away. Take you away.
How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful day. We're going to be jumping right back here into some more Sky Factory 5. So let's do this. Let's do this. One thing that I realized that I want to do is fix our... If I can get down here. Thank you. I want to fix this. This is not ideal. And I want to get this fixed. What I kind of want to do here is remove this torch. Place it there. And I want to make another level that is lower. So we have more room to work with. We have just a little bit more room to work with. Let's grab that. Come on down here. And this is where... Okay, I didn't want it to go off the side like that. I want to do that. And then want to grab some more cobblestone. We're gonna use this. To extend this beam. Want to extend this beam a few more levels. And then we're gonna use this as our spot to build from. It's always scary. Always scary for me whenever I'm doing stuff like this. And then we're gonna come down over here. Let's see, is that music gonna kick back up, or is it gonna have problems? It's looking like it's gonna decide to have problems. That's okay. That's okay. So we're gonna do this. This. Then extend out this way. So that way we have more room to lay down our crafting blocks and all that good stuff. There we are. Now I just need to grab some ladders. There we are. J-Man, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I do not add random people on Discord. Just my own policy. I do apologize. Alright, so I want to set this up in a way. So first, we're going to have to make sure we grab any patterns that are in here. Out. Let's do this. Do a sort there. Then we can start adding in these patterns to our backpack. There we go. Gives us a bit more room. Make sure there's no other random patterns here. Alrighty. That's looking good. Beautiful. We'll pick these guys up also. Okay, I did pick that up. It just didn't make a sound. That was weird. Super odd. I think it's this block. It looks like that block. So then, essentially, I'm gonna come down here, extend this out, and kind of want to make some branching areas here, at least two apart. And then we can do this. This. Let's say this is going to be conjoined. Okay, like that. That looks good, actually. So we can add this guy in here like that. And then we can put one here. Put one here. So then now this one can access 1, 2, 3 crafters. This thing can access 1, 2, 3 grids also. And then we just need a few more of the molecular assemblers, and then we can do all that. And then if we come back up here, not the pattern coding, but this. Very annoying that I can't just shift click those back in, but that's fine. Put that inventory. And do that, split that up so that way we don't have any problems there. Okay. And then just do this, do that. I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to be split up by doing it this way, but hopefully it's doing what I want it to. I want to be able to use different molecular assemblers at the same time. Is basically the idea. Basically the idea here. Make sure I didn't forget any. Doesn't look like I did. That's great. Now let me go down and look to see if how I arrange those makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Looks like a very good even split of patterns. Alrighty. Now, what I want to do is figure this out. I want to make the pattern for this, which means I'm going to need pattern for this. Going to request more patterns. Give me 30. Ooh, I need quartz glass. Okay. So I'm gonna need more crystal. So if I request 4 stacks of light blue, so 128 is 2 stacks. Then double that is going to be a 6, 1, 5, 256. 2, 56. So we request that up. And there should be a, we don't have a crafting monitor, I see. There we are. Let me do a little bit of that. Boom. Oh. A little bit of that. Boom. There's a stack. And we're left with 12. Beautiful. So I want to save some of these. We'll say we'll save 16 crystals. The rest we want to process up to be the dust variant. And then we can use that to make the quartz glass. Those all have things. This one does not. So there's that. Pop these back in here. Let's look at our glass situation. So our glass is gonna go in here. So we can make 13 crafts of it. Right? So then 13 by 4 is 52. Surely 52 is going to get us pretty far. Surely 52 will get us pretty far. We look at our pattern. Recipe for the pattern. The recipe for the pattern calls for 2. So, yeah. This is all done. That's awesome. Pop this in there. Do a little bit of this and that. And boom. Okay, 36. And then... $30. 30 should be a decent start. Boom. Put this in here. And now, so we have that, we have that. We need this side. Then we need this guy. So that. Then we need the recipe for this. And then I think that should be everything. Oh, we don't have the recipe for quartz glass. So now we have the recipe for that. All right. So now, if I go in here, I look up that, do a little bit of this, 2 more of those. So now we can put this one here, put this one here. That's a nice little core right there. That's a nice little core. And then if I wanted these, so I want, no. I want this. Let's say I want to make 10 of those. So we need glass, iron, blue dust. So we're only missing 1 there. So actually change that to 9. Still says we're missing. Okay, so then 8. There, 8. And then, oh, pardon me. We also need the recipe for this guy. The crafter recipe also. We can actually probably remove these. And then, if I wanted, like I said, 8, I just need service quartz and iron ingots. Something else I could add in is a recipe for the Certus. So, oh, this guy. So come here, go here. Oh, not that one. This one, that one, this one, that one. Boom. Now we got a recipe for Certus. We can throw that in there. And then, if we really wanted to get super fancy with it, we could grab one of these inscribers. Say this one. Move this. Doesn't need to be up here. It can go downstairs. Say, move this. We're also going to need one. Oh, you already have that. One crafter. Pattern provider. So we want pattern provider, and then I don't know if this will connect up through the pattern provider. No, it still needs to be connected by the cable. So it'd be easier if this was like one level down. Let me in the hole, thank you. Let's see here. If we get rid of this, and then we put this guy there. But it still needs power. It can't get power through there. So, okay. Different plan. Put that back. We still need power. So, we just stick it back here. That has power. And then put the pattern provider right there. Now, if we add in a pattern for this, that guy, and we add to our inscriber, so now if I want to make this, I want to make 8 of them. Just missing the iron. This is great. We have 30 iron, that's crazy. So let's add in another pattern to do this to this, and we'll add that into a crafter, and then ideally, rather than doing all this, we can actually start utilizing our system now to actually start interfacing with these machines. So if I make a few more of these, and change this configuration to be input output, turn both of those on. I'm not sure if those have to be on or not. And this guy well. Shit, even the induction smelter we could add in. And then probably gonna run out of channels there. So we'd have to go throughout the front. We have to go through the front for this. Which means actually instead of being the top, we want it here. So that way we can put these guys down like this. Run a bit of cable over to there, and then one more. One more. There we are. And then I think if we use this, we can tell it a specific direction. Like that. That way it knows where it's pointing. We're gonna want auto on everything turned on. And then we can. So we've made the pattern for this. If we throw in the crush pulverizer, add in this recipe, remove that, boom. Take this, add it to the crusher, and then we take the iron dust, and we throw in a recipe for the redstone furnace. And we throw that in here, which I know I could have used this to do, but that's okay. Oh, that's cool. So our pulverizers, this line's one, this line's the other. And now we go all the way back to this. We request 8. The only thing we're missing is Fluix dust. I don't think Fluix dust is going to be something that is going to be relatively easy to automate. At least not at our current moment. Throw that there. Boom. Charge. Now, take these. Throw those in there. You can actually request up 50. Ooh. Okay. So 50's one too many. Because we're out of blue dye, light blue dye. Oh, come on, pretzel. Let's get to work. Stop with the buffering. Alright, then we're gonna save some. And then we want redstone. Quartz. Give me all of it. Charge all this up. Yeah, there's our light blue. We could always teach the system how to take the other dyes and craft them into light blue also, but this is okay for now. This is okay for now. Let that craft as much as possible. I ran out of quartz. Let's teach our system how to make the nether quartz. And that is going to go in a molecular assembler. How many do I need? Just 2. Just 2. Yeah, I was making sure that 2 was the correct answer, so we put that away. Do a little bit of this action. Looking good. That away. Now we'll go back to our. I want to do. Can I? I was gonna see if I could. I guess that's just the easiest way to go about it. We need Fluix dust, which means I need to teach the system how to make Fluix dust. Inscriber or pulverizer. Inscriber or pulverizer. The inscriber, with all of its speed upgrades, which are not currently in there. That should be faster. So now, add that in. Yes, so I was making sure. So in theory, we should see it pulverize the iron, suck it back into the system, and then smelt it up also. Yep. Then we just wait. Maybe a crafting monitor would be good. I wish it wasn't so big. Missing glass. We look at glass. Come in here. Smelting sand. Then I've already forgotten what I was making. So we're still waiting on that, huh? The crafting monitor. crafting monitor. Okay, the assemblers are starting to slowly come in now. I'm still missing the quartz glass. What's slowing us down here? There we go. Okay. Now it seems... Okay, that was weird. Guess you gotta click that button in order to start the automation being allowed. Alright, there's our molecular assemblers. Me down. So, in theory, we could add on one there and one there. Then we just need the pattern providers to fill in those two gaps. And then take this, do that, do that, and then the pattern provider, this, this. Then we want that. We can grab that. And then if we had it here, it would be here. We can grab that. And then the last two, we're gonna go there and there. Alrighty, can I sleep? Cannot sleep yet. Those are illuminated panels. Oops. Our level emitter. There's our storage monitor. Gonna need more calculation presses as well as cable. Can I sleep now to get rid of this stupid rain? Ooh, missing sand for that, eh? Luckily, we got a bunch of cobble on us. Alrighty. Somehow that affected this painting. Not sure how that happened. You can now throw the sand in there. There's that. There's that. Then we need calculation. Those logic processors in there. Grab those. Those in there. We had more speed upgrades at one point. Not sure where they went. Or acceleration cards. Oh, right there. Right there. Okay, there's those. Start that. There's our crafting unit. There's our crafting monitor. Device offline, huh? So I need to add it down here to our multi-block. Okay. Does that allow me to see all of them or just the one? Let's fix our compression here. Does that allow me? Not really sure what that did for me. Perhaps I just need the storage monitor. Perhaps I just needed the storage monitor. I see one more calculation. Okay, and that. Pretzel's freaking out again. Oh, it hard crashed this time. It hard crashed this time. There it goes. Ever so slowly. maybe it's just this that I need. Nope. That does nothing for me. Does absolutely nothing for me. Conversion monitor? So I put in crafting. Now, if I come down here, I can look here at crafting status. I can look there at crafting status. But I don't get it. Like, technically, yeah, but see, it's showing that it has to be connected to one of those multi-blocks. Whereas the storage monitor just doesn't work, like, at all. Does not work at all. This has been tripping me up for a while now. I want to get rid of this. Give me a singular piece of cobble. Throw in that hole. I'm just very curious. It multi-blocks to there. That does nothing. When I look at terminal, pattern encoding, crafting, ME, pattern access. The storage monitor does nothing? Can be made into a conversion monitor. Spellbook, taskbook. That's the normal one. Where is my special one? Right, this is just a normal worn notebook, not what I'm looking for. If I get the passbook, it was called the Citric Tone. There it is. I want none of this apparently. Flight energistics, okay. Items, blocks, and machines. Crafting unit. Storage, co-processing monitor. Crafting monitor displays the job the CPU is handling at the moment. Network infrastructure, cables, cells. Machines, tools. Terminals. Storage buses, cable. Crafting terminal, pattern encoding. Huh. So apparently there is no way of monitoring your crafts as they're happening. The top right of the center hammer button brings up the auto crafting status. Okay, okay. Okay, so if I look at this, this is the crafting status. Got it. Got it. Okay. They just combine that together. Cool. Now I ain't gotta worry about that thing. Boom, just click that and I can see. Good. Now, we need some of these. I don't know how many. And I would also like to... Can't move this. No pickup modding of this. Okay. It's okay. I need 1 to fill in that gap, 2 there, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 8 pattern providers. Ever recipe. Yeah, see, using substitutions, no. I want using substitutions, yes. Enable. Enabled. Disabled. Boom. Now. Still not. Do I just not have a bunch of planks? I mean, I have a bunch of planks. Why is that not working? Why? If I do this. Okay. So if I take planks in here and I do this. And then I do this, I do this. Ah. So if I actually nest one more recipe here, rather than doing planks to this, I want to do white crafting table to this. Allow substitutions. Boom. And then I want to play static. And then I want to teach the system that this makes this. And then I want to teach the system that a log allows substitutions, makes planks. And then now, get all the way back here, and I want to craft 8 of these. Start. And now we can watch the crafting as it's happening. We're just waiting on the pulverizer, it looks like right now, to finish pulverizing all the dust up. I would like to help it, but I'm scared if I split this into this, that it might mess everything up. I can try it. I can try it. Alrighty, we're gonna let this continue on while we go on our break, guys, and I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Alrighty, guys, let's get back into this, and the music stopped again. I do not know what is up with Pretzel today, but it is not happy. Not happy at all. Let's see, make sure the volume. An acceptable level. Alright, cool. So that craft should have been done. Nice, it is. Beautiful. For a second there, I got scared. I thought I may have messed up the number, but looks like I got it right. So that should be plenty of space for plenty of recipes. Plenty of recipes now. So now what we can start doing is setting up all our recipes for pulverizing, as well as ingot making. So if we just type in ingot and I put in this, we're gonna need this recipe for copper. Let's do a quick check. Make sure we don't have. Yeah, nice. Nice. We got a whole bunch of space for all these now. So we need to start making all of the raw recipes. So if we do this, do that, encode that, clear that. We do copper. On this guy, do that. There's copper. Gold. Do that. We already have iron. There's lead. Nickel. Silver. Tin. And zinc. So we have all those. There's all of those. And now we do just decided to change on me all of a sudden. Anyway, we do. See, I want to get the powdered versions. So this recipe is what we want, and I'm in the wrong terminal, which would be why everything changed. So aluminum, so raw, and then use. Pulverizer. Add that in. Get rid of that. Boom. We are going to need more patterns, but that's okay. That was bauxite. And then use. Pulverizer. That. And then use. Pulverizer. That. We already got iron use on the lead. Pulverizer. Boom. Use on the nickel. Pulverizer. There's that. Use on the silver. Pulverizer. There's that. And then we need... Oh, I don't have... There is a recipe for this. Okay, so I'm gonna need uranium also. We're gonna need more patterns. Craft 30. We do not have enough light blue essence. Something we can do about that is teach our system how to make light blue dye this way. So we teach our system how to make light blue dye that way. That should allow us to make more patterns. Okay. So it's still prioritizing using that, even though I've taught it the other way also. So if I remove this for now, I don't get it. If I move that there, why? Why is it still saying that it can't make this? Is there a problem with the pattern? How do I clear this? There we go. We go light blue. Dye. We teach it this. Do that. I don't know why it doesn't like this. Doesn't like that recipe. Crafts 2 light blue with 1 white dye, 1 blue dye. But then that recipe doesn't show up. It doesn't show up in here. But then if I add in that, it shows back up. So why does it not accept this one? I don't understand unless I just need to move it further down in the list. Then if I remove this, yeah, it just doesn't show up anymore. What's up with that? I wonder if that's in like a not intended bug or something. Like they didn't intend for that to happen, but it is happening. Make 5. Make 9. I can make 20. Guess I'll make 20. But that really seems like some kind of bug. What's our status? What are we waiting on? The iron? Makes sense. Makes sense. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, the last of our patterns should be coming in. There we are. Put that back in there. Type in raw. So we got aluminum, copper, gold. And we have lead, nickel, and silver. We're gonna need this recipe here for the raw. We have 10. We do not have 10 yet. We do not have 10 yet. There's 10. I don't know if pulverizing this one does anything. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like pulverizing this does anything, so we don't need to pulverize that. Technically, we don't, because we have the induction smelter, we don't technically have to pulverize any of this, but it just feels more efficient. So we need to come in here and to this line, add in raw uranium, and then to our pulverizers, add in these. And then we need to make sure we have patterns to turn the dust. Not that. Copper dust. Into here. Redstone furnace. There. Lead. There. Nickel. There. Silver. There. Tin. There. We could probably do, we have lead, we have copper, gold, lead, nickel, silver, and tin. We look at raw. We have if we look at dust again. Wasn't the bauxite? Isn't that... That's aluminum. That's what I thought. Where's our aluminum? Where is our aluminum dust? Did we not make a recipe for aluminum dust? Oh, it's grit. That's why. That's why. Use. Boom. 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 Then there's that. Go to raw. We have aluminum. We don't have zinc, apparently? We have raw zinc to crush the zinc. And there's ingot. So we have zinc. We have aluminum. We have nickel, lead, gold, copper, tin, silver. We already said zinc. And we already had iron set up. Okay. Now these need to go into the redstone furnace. May not have enough room. Looks like we're gonna need one more pattern provider for the redstone furnace. If I take, yep, that side, do that, we should be able to take a cable, do that, and then add one more pattern provider there. Make me one more pattern provider here. Alrighty. We do this. We do that. There we are. And this goes in there. So now, if we look at ingots, we should be able to make all those different ingots. But wait a second. That's the induction smelter. That's the redstone furnace. So this is actually wrong. It should be the top of this one. This goes there. That goes there. That cable goes there. That goes there. So now, if I wanted to, basically any ingot we should be able to make, assuming we have the dye essence to make it. We can start doing alloys also. If we do this, do Invar. Invar is going to be this. Not iron dust though. I want actual iron. Give me an iron ingot here. It's 2 to 1. Yes, 2 to 1. So there's Invar. And then Electrum. Induction smelter. This guy, that guy, there. So there's Electrum. And Signalum. Look at this complicated madness. There's the Signalum for that. Then we need Lumium. Is that. And then we need Enderium. Which is lead, diamond dust, and ender pearls. Then we're gonna need diamond dust. Diamond dust. It's gonna be the pulverizer. And then we need ender pearls, which I'm not sure if I have auto crafted. I don't. So there's that. So the ender pearl can just go into a molecular assembler. The dust goes in a pulverizer. And then where's my induction smelter? This goes here, 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 and there. We are going to need to teach the system how to make diamonds also. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Diamond. Diamond. Gonna be there. And that's gonna be in a molecular assembler. So now, I just need to do the final products of this. I need more patterns. Make me 10 more. 10 more patterns. Wait for that all to process up. I don't remember if we taught glowstone blocks or not yet. So let's look and see if we did. Glowstone, yes, we did. Okay. And then did we teach it? Yeah, it looks like we taught it that recipe. Looks like we did. There we go. There's our patterns. Throw them in there. And we just need this guy, this guy, this guy. We need this guy, this guy, this guy. Then in here, never taught it how to make the golden gear. We need the golden gear. And then we need iron nuggets. And then, so that should be that whole thing done. This guy needs signalum gear. And that was iron nuggets also. Yes, so we don't need to double teach that. Now it should have been that one taken care of. This is going to be aluminum gear. Also requires iron. And then we need the, so this is nether quartz, this is glass, this is hardened glass. This is going to be in the induction smelter. Sand, that recipe, sand, quartz, and obsidian. There's that. And then the only thing else we need to do here, do this, link up our obsidian. And then the system, we come back into here, do hardened glass. It should have access to all that now. If I type in obsidian, yeah, we have 900, we're good there. So now it's all about figuring out where what goes. So this is all crafting, this is crafting, this is induction. So this is induction, this is all crafting, this is all crafting, that, put one there, and there, and there. So now if I come back in here, I look at craftable, and I wanted to make one of two of those. Boom. We can now fully auto craft everything it needs to make those. Still only using the one CPU also. But if I can craft more of those, then for instance, this redstone furnace actually already has one of those in it, but then the induction smelter, can get one in it also. What's going on with the induction smelter? Something broke here. The induction smelter's all broken. I don't know how the induction smelter broke. Try this again. I'll get one more of these to speed this guy up. There we are. That should help speed that guy up significantly. And then we can upgrade our pulverizers to this also. I don't know why this keeps breaking. I don't know why this thing keeps breaking. I don't know why that keeps happening. We might need to split up some of these recipes, I guess. The Signalum requires. It's like it's trying to. Okay, let's do. This, I guess. Maybe that'll fix it. Cancel this. I want 2 of those. That might have helped out a bit. Yeah, that seems to be working. That seems to be working. It's actually doing what it should have been doing. Reinforce integral, so reinforced. We got 1. There's our second one. Like that. Now we can speed up these pulverizers. This guy should already have one in it. And then this guy should also, yeah. So now, how many do we need over here? 1, 2, we need 3 more. If I look at We have one, so let me craft up one more. And we will kind of do this step by step in a way. Where we pull one out, we get another one, pull one out, get another one. What happened? What the hell just happened there? There we go. That was weird. It like bugged out. Anyway. So now we hop in here. Swap these around. Put this guy in here. Then I can craft another one. Boom. Okay. Then we come over here. There's that. Swap that one out. There we are. Put that away. Grab this. Give me another one. And that'll swap this last one out. There it goes. Pull that one out, put that one in. So now that made it, all of these are producing 120. And our lava production. Seems to still be keeping up, which is fantastic. And now, if I craft one of these, I'm curious to see how long that's going to take to craft that. This display tells you how long the time has passed, but it doesn't necessarily tell you how long it's going to take to finish the crafting. Then obviously the first thing with this we're going to upgrade is the alloy smelter. Max it out. Max it out. Boom, that should have been that done. And now, boom, boom, boom. That's a scale factor of 4. Then now, put that one in there. Craft up another one. Should be even faster. Could be even faster. Yep, that didn't take too long. That was pretty good. Seems a lot faster than the last time. Of course, it's faster because of two reasons. It's faster because A, this machine is faster, but it's also faster because we're swapping these components out as we're doing this. So it's not having to go as far on its crafts. Kind of dumb. I should not have put that back there because, no. It's actually fine. We already have the Enderium in there, so we can't put that back in there, as a matter of fact. So now, do this, do that. There goes Pretzel, making it full of itself again. Bring it back up. Play the song. If it's not the camera, it's Pretzel. If it's not Pretzel, it's something. There's always something. Nice. This one's done. That one's done. On to the next. Okay, that one's done. Now we can start doing our power. Now it's going up to 160. The only thing I'm slightly nervous about is whether or not our lava generation can keep up. So far, it's seeming fine. We'll just kind of have to see how it goes. Alrighty. Get that guy.
I don't know what it is about you, but you got me feeling some kind of way.
Okay.
I'm gonna dive right in. I don't care.
Here we go again.
Give me the word. Tell me what do you say? I think I know what I want. Come on and vibe with me. Don't let it go. I just want you to stay.
160.
Know what I mean? Come on.
Okay, we got one more to go. This will be our last one to upgrade. And now all of our thermal series stuff will be done. All of our thermal machines will be fully upgraded as far as their integral components are concerned. There we are. So now, go ahead and remove those off the list. So we have a whole bunch of auto crafting set up. We have all of our machines, as far as the components go, to the max. The only other thing we could do, we could actually start automating towards magmatic dynamos. Allowing us to increase. So that stuff's already automated. We need this automated. We need this automated. And then this can be automated because we have that, yep. This guy. And all that stuff goes into crafters. This guy, that guy. So if I ordered up 4 more of those, boom. And then I ordered up 4 more of those. No crafting CPUs available. So I gotta wait on those 4 to get done because I need another co-processing unit. There's one. 2, 3, 4. I can start crafting up those other guys. Ah, that's a problem I didn't foresee. That's a problem I didn't foresee. This is a little bit too close. So we need to clear out these. Grab this. Grab this. Really, it might just be better if we take this downstairs somewhere. And even if we just stuck it... No, because it needs power. That was the problem. It needs power. Flux duct. There, now we've added these to the power grid also. So actually, if we just move it there, it gets its power, and then we just have to get a cable, raise it up by 1, and then do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Go in here, put those. Do that. Put those back in. And that should be back online. No problem there. And then we're still waiting on these guys to get crafted up. Sounds like we're waiting on the induction smelter. But it is going a lot faster than it was. Probably should add in some flux linkage amplifiers to our auto crafting. This will increase its process speed but reduces RF efficiency. So we can encode this. We need more patterns also. But we gotta wait on gotta wait on this guy to get done first. And of course, it is crafting all the way down from the base to the highest tier, and it's almost done. You can see right here, it's almost done. It's almost done here. Finishing up now. So there's those. There. Now those are all upgraded also. We're finally tapping into that lava. I don't know if that's because we just bum rushed the system. It may have been because we bum rushed the system. But these pipes have a shit ton of lava still in them, so I think we'll be fine. Should be fine. Should be fine. So if each one of these is making 160 per, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 1,000, so 1280. 1280 on that front. So if we look at our task book. If we look in our task book. Produce 1,000 RF per tick. Boom. Megatorch done. We've done that. We've done that. And then we obtained the Titan. We've done all the seeds. We've done the essence seed. We've traveled to the Nether. We've done this. Grow your head to 150% of the size by crafting 2 of the same heads together. Still don't know where all my rapid mason heads went to, but we have 2 zombie heads. That didn't work, did it? Yeah, I'm not seeing how that works unless you gotta use the bobble slot. Which I don't know if that actually did what I wanted it to or not. I take this. I take that, put it there. That just made my head invisible. This is cool, I guess. I'm curious, how fast will this guy... needs to be the other guy. Okay, this printer finally needs to move there. Now I can still access this. How fast does this smelt? Boom. Super fast. Super fast. Now, back to our task book. Oh, that's for the flux linkage. I was crafting something. So there's that. We need the lead gears. Need the lead gear. Oh, I need patterns. That's probably what I was crafting. Or attempting to craft. It'd be nice if I could see crafting history. If I just look at all my craftables. Number of items. Pin auto-crafted items to first row. Notify about finished crafting job. Auto-focus? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Alrighty, put those in there. Now we can continue our crafts. Flux. Linkage amplifiers. We need lead gears. We need electrum plates. Probably be easiest like this. We need... That was it for those. So, we might make another engineer's hammer. Or we put our engineer's hammer in the system. We come down here, put this here, put this here. put this here, and then flux, and then give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Give me 12. Then it should have to make a bunch of Electrum and stuff as it's going. The co-processing units, we definitely need those. So co-processing unit. We can encode this. We can encode this. We can encode this. Bunch of nested crafting here. Okay, we already got that part of it. We need these. We need those. Might as well do this one also. And then we're also going to need to do this part. And then this part also. Then we need to wait on those to get done. We are late for our next break, guys, so we're going to go ahead and take our next break here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll go ahead and let this finish up auto crafting, and I'll see you guys in a bit. See you guys in 5.
She pedals when they looking, now she meddles. Are you new here or forgetful? Keep my bags on racks for pleasure. Fly with two, we stacking leisure. Wearing Louis like the devil. So out with it. Got cash on trees, go out with it. No baggage, please throw clout at it. On Bali, so just shout a bit. Out with it. Out with it. Got cash on trees, go 1, 2, now freeze. Okay, now breathe.
Alrighty, guys, let's get back into this. We just wrapped up all of our flex linkage amplifiers, so we can go pop, 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 pop. Now all those should be pretty much maxed out at this point. I would think. We have those. We need a pattern, so we need to make more patterns. Give me 10 out of sand. Not a big deal. Give me this. Alrighty. Now we got a bunch of gravel. Alright. Turn it all into sand. Boom, boom, boom. Give me 10. And all these should be going a lot faster now. The only thing we need to speed up now, we're going to need to make a bunch of the speed up of the acceleration cards. If that's okay. Boom. So we have that guy. We need the diamond. We need the diamond. This guy. And then the silicone. Need to automate the silicone. So there's all of those. We are going to need, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that inscriber is set up to do the dusts. This one is set up to do the finished products. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to put this back in here. So then we have silicone, gold, Certus, diamond, finished product. So then we need... The only tricky part is, well, we're gonna run out of channels, I would think. I think we'd be running out of channels, but let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. We could always make another controller. So if we look at the controller, this guy, we can add that in as a pattern. And then we would need the sky stone. We need this as a pattern. And then we would also need the previous step of that as a pattern. So those two are fine. We can add that into our redstone furnace. This guy, that guy. So those are fine. If we look at this, we have the engineering processor set up already. Let me get not that. The pattern providers. And we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing logic. That's okay. Give me 10 gold. That's all good. Let me process this. We're also going to want a pattern for the acceleration cards. And then we're going to want a pattern for the advanced cards. Those processed up. We're going to need more silicone. So we could make a pattern for silicone. It's gonna be this guy. We can add that into our furnace. Nice. Let me get those printed up. Boom, and then give me these. I need 5. Those in there. Boom. Put that guy in there. Looking good. Now for these, for now, I don't know if these are, I don't know if these have to go on the top or the bottom, or if they're allowed to go on the front. Oops, I actually made that jump and I wasn't planning on it. There we go, and then kind of make that. Yep, there we go. I'm assuming these have to go on the top. And I need my hammer back. Thank you. A little bit of that action. We can have the hammer back. And now I just need to cable up. Do I have the cable learned? Not yet. Put that in the molecular assembler. I look up cable. Quartz fiber. Oh, I don't have the quartz fiber in there either. Thought I did. Need a quartz fiber pattern. There we are. Getting that cable, no problem. We'll come up off of this. A little bit of that. All these devices are online now. The only thing we gotta do is set this, that, that, and that. So now, if we do silicone here, we do gold there, we do that there, and that there, and then these three can go in there. So then now, if I look at the co-processing unit, it's not showing the logic as being craftable. But they are craftable. Okay, so that should be fine. The crafting unit just uses that stuff and that. So these actually should be able to go in, not the inscribers, here and here, and then I should be able to craft up another co-processing unit. No problem. Want to make sure that that's actually working. Yep, that worked. So now we can throw these. Start on the back here. There. Now we have an extra 1K available to us. And then give me 2 more of these. Beautiful. That's gonna get all crafted up. There we go. Now, in theory, we should be able to do 4 different crafts all at the same time. There we are. So that's all done, taken care of, looking good. If we throw our acceleration cards into here, here, there, and if I look at the controller, I should be able to do that. Boom, another controller right there. So So, what I can do now is go underneath here. I think I might have something on the bottom of that controller though. Yes. Yes, I do. I could go sideways with it, I guess. We could take all these out. And then carry on mod that to there. Put our controller there. Put our drives back in. And then that frees us up some more channels, should we need them. And then, so we can make all of those now. So now, where are we at? So we've expanded our auto crafting with the co-processing units. We automated and sped. Oh, the acceleration cards. We need acceleration cards in all of these. So 2. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18 there. So we'll start with 18. We'll start with 18 of those. We're out of blue dye, and for whatever reason, I have to manually craft the white dye like this, and then the blue dye because for whatever reason this crafting recipe just doesn't work as a craft. So then acceleration cards 18 start. There's 2. Pop those in there. There's 4. Pop those in there. There's another 4. Pop those in there. There's another 8. Boom. Boom. Fully sped up. And now we need acceleration cards, not for the pattern providers, but for the actual bits down here. The molecular assemblers can take 5 apiece. So 5, 10, 15, 30, 60. So I need 60 acceleration cards. Which means I'm going to need to craft up a whole bunch more light blue dye. Because if I just do 60, we're also missing the fluids from that. So we're going to have to craft up much more blue dye, but also the fluids. We're missing 40 fluids, so we need... I don't... Okay, I do. So I need 40 of those. And 40 of these. I need to craft up light blue dye for that. So we need to do this. Another 2 stacks. Go to blue. Another 2 stacks. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. we could actually do a whole nother craft. Boom. Boom. There we are. So now I need 40 of those. And then I need redstone. I need 1 of those. There's 40, 40, and 40. Probably didn't actually need 40 of each, but that's fine. Oh, we need to charge all of these. Forgot about that aspect. All of those need to be charged. Oops. Yeah, there's no... From what I can tell, there's no way of speeding this up other than maybe adding another flux duct to the side. Might help speed it up. Just give it more power. I don't know if that actually sped anything up or not, but I cannot tell. I think it's just random, which is annoying. Is there any other way of getting charge Certus, a charger, and Tesla coil? Alrighty, getting there. See, some of them go by fast, some of them go by slow. It's just weird. It's like random. Anyway. This, and this. There's a whole bunch of fluids we can throw in the system. And we needed acceleration cards. And we needed 60. And it's literally just light blue dye that's holding us up. We take white. We take blue. Oh, not light blue. Not that. This. Boom. There's another 54. So now, acceleration cards. 60. Start. Then as they come in, I can go down and add them in, I guess, if I need to. This is saying in 40 seconds this will be done. I don't know how true that is or not. Kind of hitches up at some places, so it's not a true count. It has started actually crafting the cards. So that's cool. Alright, the processing side of things is almost finishing up, it looks like. It's almost done, and it's done. Boom. So now, We can go downstairs and add in acceleration cards to every single one of these. And mind you, some of these might even not have patterns right now, but this is future-proofing. This is future-proofing. So now we are completely maxed out on speed when it comes to all these machines, all of these machines. This guy's fully maxed out. All of these are not producing their max amount of power, but we have so much freaking power that we're doing completely fine as of right now. We're not in draconium levels, but we are doing fine. Let's see here. If I wanted to make the building gadgets, and then boom, building gadget 1, the exchanging gadget, boom, 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 the exchanging gadget, copy paste gadget, boom, 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 copy paste gadget. So we have all our gadgets. Oh, there's actually 2 more. They've added in 2 more here. Destruction and cut. I don't know if that's really necessary. And then if we wanted to make flux dust, we could add this recipe in also. We can make that a recipe. We're gonna need more patterns. 20. Once again with the white. Give me 100 of those. Cancel that. Give me 64. Those. Give me 64 of those. Take that. Take that. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And what we were about to make? Oh, pattern. Alrighty. Get all that stuff crafted up, no problem. Booyah. Patterns. And patterns. And now, we want to start looking into flux. We want that. Boom, boom. And then we want these. Boom, boom. I don't know if we know how to make ender pearl for eyes of ender. No, we do not. So we need that recipe as well. Boom, boom. We're going to need a recipe for blaze powder, which should be pulverizer. Boom. And then that's our flux core pretty much done. Our flux cores are done. Our flux is done. So for a plug, We need a flux block. We need that. So let's see here. This is crafting. This is pulverizing. Crafting, crafting, crafting. This is smelting. So then come down here. This. 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 And then we need, not the induction smelter, we want pulverizer. That. Redstone furnace is going to be that. So then can I make... Okay. Then we can add the plug to a recipe. And that's going to go down here somewhere. We need the point, which we can add to a recipe. And then we need the redstone block for that also. And that can go down. So then that's going to go down here. Molecular assembler. And then we're going to need the flux controller. And that's going to go into the crafting. And then we need the storage. Glass panes. Might have to teach their system how to make glass panes. We can teach our system how to make glass panes, no problem. We actually have some on hand. That's all fine. Then we can bring all this guy and this guy in. And then we could even scale this up. I don't know if we'll ever actually use these, but you never know. We could. We could use those. We can go ahead and throw those in here. Like that. And then I think that's pretty much it. So we can request the controller. One controller. One controller. Nice, we got our controller. Then we're going to need points and plugs. So let's get, I think we have 8. So let's get 8 of these. Oh, we're going to miss blaze rods for that, of course. So then, in that case, for now, give me 1 plug. And then give me 1 basic storage. Okay, we're going to miss that. Okay, right. I don't have an autocraft set for this, but I can. And do that, no problem. This is going into the macerator. Go ahead and sleep, get rid of this rain. Alrighty. And here we can just kind of hope we get some blaze rods. We can hope we get some blaze rods. Another way of doing this is to go find a blaze or go get a spawner and fight us or blazes. We can do that now. The only reason we didn't do it before was because our area was made out of wood, but now it is made out of stone. So in theory, it should not burn. The only thing I would want to do is to put a ceiling. Kind of, but that's for the normal blazes, I guess. Let's see what this gets us here. Back up a bit. Make sure we got our sword. That's annoying. Fairly annoying here. I cannot... They can reach me, but I cannot reach them. I'm probably gonna die from this. Probably gonna die from this. Let me go get some kind of food here. We do this, grab some bone meal. Actually, I have bone meal on us. Give me a whole bunch of potatoes. That should be pretty good. Looks like we failed, but we should get the orb back. Yes, we do. Get that back, which is fine. We just weren't really prepared the best there. My fault. We can get our potatoes. They automatically go back in the system for us. We can get healed up. We actually should be able to craft. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We should be able to craft 24 of these. Should be able to craft 24 of those. There's that. So we can actually get us a full set of diamond gear. And then that should also help us out a bit. For now, we can put our farming gear away. If we also look up the auto feeder. Oh, there's no at sophisticated. There's no. Oh, is it the? Yeah, this guy. The feeding upgrade. I need the feeding upgrade. Means I need this. I don't have leather? There's no other recipe for this, I'm assuming. Rotten flesh? We should have some rotten flesh. Do I need the alchemy for that? Yes. So we don't even have to change our setup, which is great. We need more mana. So we're going to need some coal. Give us 13 here. Go ahead and drop that off. Eat these potatoes. Get full up on our health. Let's go ahead and drop those off there. There's one. If we actually made some more endo flames, this could actually be faster. The endo flame recipe was brown, red, and gray. Brown. See if we do at Botania, flower pouch, gray. We have brown. We have red. And then we should have gray also. Light gray. Tall gray. And then we could do with some seeds. And then essentially, apparently I got a piece of redstone in there somehow. Anyway, if we look at the endo flame again. Bookmark. So it's 2 brown, 1 red, and 1 gray. I need to make sure I do have more brown. I do. So it's 2 brown, 1 red, and 1 gray. Nope, apparently that was wrong. Oh, it's light gray, not normal gray. Light gray, not normal gray. Petals, petals. At Botania. We have 1 light gray there. Do we have any other light grays in here? We do. We have plenty, so we can actually take this one and throw it in the pot. And then give it a seed. And here's another endo flame to help speed this process along. Make sure that these are both linked. It would appear that they are. So now we're literally operating at double the speed. Okay. That's pretty good. Boom. Now do this, and then we want the speed upgrade. Requires this. We're gonna need some string. Do we have any hemp? We have some. There's 3 string. Speed. Start crafting those for iron. I think this is actually cheaper. I think that's actually cheaper. Oh, because that's sophisticated storage. So the backpack one is the one you need. So yes. And then we're going to need glistening melon. We don't have melon. How does one get melon? I don't have melon seeds. I've never gotten it. I know you can get it from villagers. I know we can get some from villagers if we let some spawn in here. Okay, they were actually already spawned in, which is great. We just need the composter. Composter. And we're going to need 4 emeralds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Come on. Come be a farmer. Come be a farmer. Come on. They don't want to be farmers. What's going on? Be a farmer. Be a farmer. Do you need a torch? Do they need a torch or something? Because they can't see it? There. Can you see it now? Oh, it's nighttime. That's the problem. I forgot that's a vanilla mechanic. I forgot that was vanilla mechanic. You can't do the jobs unless it's daytime. OSHA laws and shit, I guess. Alrighty. You. Melon seeds. Thank you. Do 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 do. Give me the hoe. Alright, have the hoe. Do the hoe. Alrighty. Now do this, but I need to do a gear swap. I can't have extra armor spaces apparently. Fine. Pants, shoes, there's that, and hat. Alrighty. And the only other thing to do there with that is a watering can. Because nothing else will work. Boom. Now we have our melons. And we go back here to the feeding upgrade. We need this, we need this, we need that. There's that, put those in there. Listening melon, boom. We need a golden apple. Start. Tell me I don't have a single red apple. And I can't use any apple? It has to be a plain apple? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What it looks like you're trying to tell me. I can turn it blue. Can I turn these normal? And turn them colorless? Can I take a colorless apple, go throw it in this red dye, and turn it into a red apple? Looks like a no. So I can make it colorless. Blue, orange. What does that do? Oh, a seed. Makes sense. So I can't just turn it into red. Okay. I'll go ahead and eat that. So I would need an oak tree more than likely. And hope to get some apples. We are wearing the right outfit for this. We did not get any apples on that one. Let's go ahead and put some of these away. We're not there yet. I mean, we kind of are, but we're not. Okay, do this, do this. Give me a normal apple, please. A normal apple would be great. We got our normal apple. Now we should be able to go back to the feeding upgrade. Do this, do that, do that, do this. Craft that. Boom. Feeding upgrade. Might as well make the advanced. Start, start, start. Boom. Boom. And now we can put this in there. Do not consider health. Yeah, I think that's the settings I want. But guys, we are officially out of time for today. We've done so much in the way of automating. We have completely sped up everything, every aspect of the auto crafting. If you guys enjoy, feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as follow me here on Twitch. If you guys are on YouTube, you should know that I do record these live on Twitch as well. And we will swap our armor back out. Put our farming gear away. We're missing our shoes. There's our farming gear put away. And in the next episode, we will take on some blazes. Take on some blazes. And attempt to get an easier time automating or at least acquiring blaze rods so we can continue with our Flux network system. But for today, that's going to be it. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys all next time.